I went to a basketball game yesterday, right? And my friends, I was sitting in the front room. I have a friend named Brian, who's a very exotic, wealthy, exotic guy, but he's real down to earth, but he's really a little outrageous, but he's a beautiful man, right? And I sat among the elite in Phoenix, and I realized on the floor, I sat with the elite, and Jim Gray came and interviewed me, and I guess that was a bit, whoa, but I realized I'm the man, I belong in the bleachers. I don't belong on the floor. I realize I'm a bleachers. I'm the bleachers. I'm the guy that belong in the bleachers. I do not belong. Those people don't. They look at me like I'm a foreign, like I'm an alien or something. You know what I mean? They relate to me like they relate to me like they relate to rat poison. You know? No, but I'm seriously joking. I'm joking, but seriously joking. It is what it is. They see this is the light they see me in. Me totally being an imbecile, humiliating myself, spitting on people, cursing people out, calling people, you know what I mean, barbaric, calling people white this, calling people niggas, calling people this and that. And so they're saying, whoa, we got some exotic creature here. So, you know, they have the right to think like that.
How much of that was just your impulse?
Total impulse, immaturity.
And how much was there any of it that was kind of planned in the sense that, hey, that makes a lot better to the box office?
Well, know what I know about people? Now that I'm a very sensible person, white people, black people, oh, I want the old Mike back. No, you don't, man, because I don't want him back. I don't want that guy back. You know. They say that, and you know, they don't want that guy back. Even when they promote me, they say, God, you never know what's going to happen. You know what I mean? I'm pretty disciplined now, more so than before. You know, they don't want that guy back. They really don't know what they asked him for. I want the old Mike back. After the fight, I knock a guy out in 30 seconds. I still got that adrenaline. I'm taking that right out the ring with me. It's just crazy. You know, Mike, they should never, a person should, especially in the heavyweight division, you should have a certain age in the heavyweight division to fight for the title. I don't care how good you are. You're 18 and you're better than anybody in the world in heavyweight. You should not, because that's too much pressure for a young man.
20?
No, that's too young. That's too soon. Yeah, that's too soon. When you think that anybody 20 that would have handled that any differently? The heavyweight champion, listen, the heavyweight champion of the world, with all the belts like that, is more famous than the biggest rock star in the world, more famous than the biggest rap star in the world, biggest football, biggest basketball player, all rolled up into one. The baddest man on the planet.
Well, hold on. Would you have still been like that if Cuss was still around?
Well, no, you can't say that. I would have probably been totally different.
Totally different?
Yeah, because...
So because you were left alone.
Yes.
You're saying you were like that.
Oh, absolutely.
But it doesn't mean that it would have been that way.
No,
if
nobody...
You still had a father figure there, you know what I mean?
No, Cuss wasn't a father figure. Okay. Cuss didn't look at a father figure. Cuss was a total professional. He didn't look at me as that. Once we in the house, he looked at me as father. But once we got that belt and that champion, when it came to that fight, he didn't look at me like that. I became a totally different person. Cuss was a very unique person that could change his feelings like a switch. Kick, click. You know what I mean? He'll be laughing with me at the house, and then right before I go in the fight, he'd shake my hand. Good luck. I don't know who would have been around me. If Cuss would have been more practical and went to the hospital and believed in doctors, he would have been around to guide me in a different direction. And my real belief, the reason that he died was because he didn't take care of himself. He didn't believe in doctors. He came from that world, that dark age world where they didn't believe in doctors and stuff. So he didn't take care of that problem until he knew he was definitely going to die within 2 weeks' time. Then he went to the hospital, and it was already not going to be right. You were there, right? Yeah. It was already too late. He knew he was going to die. Okay, I'll go to the hospital now. Yeah. You know what I mean? He didn't want Bert and Camilla dying at the house, so he went to the hospital now. So I go visit him at the hospital like 2 days before he died. He's in there eating ice cream. That's probably his last meal, ice cream. Loved ice cream. He's in there eating ice cream. Money never meant anything to me. I never had money, so it never meant anything to me. I have 6 children. All my children have great trust funds. You know what I mean? I'm always more caring for them than myself. I don't need any goddamn money. You know what I mean? And I may need money sometimes if I want to get one of these extravagant women every now and then. I watch these women. I say, okay, let me buy this $5 million house. Let me get this Rolls Royce parked over here. Let me get this parked here. These are the accessories that you may need for this kind of woman. I don't know, man. I don't want to date nobody no more. I'm just cool. I look at sometimes how people they get uncomfortable. Their girlfriend may look at me and may think I'm a novelty or exotic, and she may say sit on the other side or something. But trust me, I do not want nobody's woman. Don't you see what happened to me because of women? Do you think I want your woman? Are you for real? Do you think I'm truly a glutton for punishment? No.
You know, people look at you from the outside, a real clever outside. They say,
Oh, people look
"Here's
at me
a
now.
guy
Oh no,
who
people look at me
made
now.
all this money, and
People
he
think
threw it
I'm an
away."
animal. People think I'm an animal.
I mean, you made all this
Until they
money,
meet me, they sit down and talk to me. Other than that, they think I'm an animal. How did he do in his last fight tour? Yeah.
I think he got hurt. He won his fight, and then he got hurt again.
I don't think his head is into it. He's a very sensitive guy.
He's another guy. I think the Lewis fight, the fact that he didn't try what he was supposed to. He didn't.
That was the
He's
worst
a big
performance.
fat pig. I can't believe he should have gotten in shape for him like he got in shape for Chris Bird.
I mean, I love David. He's a nice kid, but is something that's.
I always root for him when he fought everybody else. I always root for him.
You know what? I thought he was the one guy that was going to give Lennox problems, and he went out there and he froze. He froze. So did I. I've been on 2 or 2. I thought he was.
A lot of people don't understand the psychological trip and heavy and fighting. The greatest fighter of the world is not the guy that has the most skill or the most talent. The greatest fighter of the world is going to keep his composure under all the pressure, under scrutiny. That's the greatest fighter of the world. Now, I can name fighters that you wouldn't think were great fighters. Guys like name Sammy Anga and those guys. Guys that just had great composure. He got one day the mob had kidnapped his wife, and they said, if you don't throw the fight, we're going to kill your wife. He said, I'm not fighting. Now, who you know would say that? The Italian man, you know how they were with their wife. The wife was with their children, and he said, if you don't throw the fight, I'm not fighting. And he wouldn't fight. How many men you have that kind of heart? Man, I went in there laid on the floor. Somebody had my kids or something, because that's the most important. Now, that's a professional fighter. These men, regardless, they are professional fighters. A professional athlete, it comes down from being a man and having children at home and running your family to come in the gym and to take orders implicitly. That's a professional fighter. Now, how many professional fighters that have money, been champion, that really can do that? That a man, then another man, that's another grown man, might be younger than you, tell you what to do. That's very difficult. It's very difficult. When you have something at home to go home to, a nice soft bed, a beautiful wife, or a girlfriend, a nice car, or a bunch of beautiful pigeons that you love or whatever, and this guy's telling you this, and sometimes it's not sinking in. And it's just a disastrous day. The day is disastrous. And how many people just say, fuck it?